What's up?
No, it's not evil. I mean,
Here we go.
all right. I'm not letting me do it. Usually it does the. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now I can bring up my channel. Now here we go. We are live, and as long as yeah, now my phone wants to make sounds. You thinking piece of technology all freaking days, just like I'm not gonna do anything.
That's how it always works.
Yeah. Oh hey, what's that over there? By the way, you were talking about that Tiger King?
Yeah.
You know, people are all nuts that Carol killed her husband. Carol killed her husband. You know whose dumb self decides he's going to comment on that?
Who?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh my God.
He's like, I think Carol killed her husband. Like, really? You would know, wouldn't you?
Yep, you should have stayed out of it.
Yeah, there's a time where you just like, shut up. Oh, here it is. Slice them. There aren't too many of these guys left. Oh, there's enough. Okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Alright, where is it? That's you. Where's... He's down. There we go. Come on, come on.
One shot.
My friend and I are going to take you down. And I got...
I keep on shooting at your clone thinking he's somebody else.
That's me. But no, I got friends all over the internet. One of them's this chick, and she's like, this man had 3 husbands, and I can't even get a text back.
That's funny.
So what are you, like the Paris Hilton of the group here? You know, your catchphrase is "that's funny" instead of "that's hot."
I see it. I had a ton of catchphrases.
All right.
How did you even find Necrodefeo? Yeah.
Do you remember that Simple Life with Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie?
Yeah, that's an old. Like, how long ago was that?
That was 2000, 2002 or something like that.
Dang, really? That time went by that fast, huh?
Well, it's not just that, but like, you know, she had her, we'll say video.
Yeah.
You know, hit the internet, and then everyone wanted to know more about her. And she put the Hilton brand in a different light. There's nothing up here. Sucks. But yeah, so that's like, yeah. She put the brand back in name, and it's just like, you know what? Then you got Nicole Richie, Lionel Richie's adopted daughter, who's a beaner, by the way. She's straight out of Mexico.
Yep.
And I'm just like, dang, serious? You know what?
That thing just crept up on me.
Yeah, that's kind of why I stuck my drone out there. I'm like, I'll let him do recon for a little bit. Since I'm playing with you and it's not the 3 of us, you know, I'm sort of fighting everything that comes up. But normally I just run through this like it's nothing.
That's fine.
Wait, did you do the chicharrón tam?
Yeah.
Ah! But no, you think about how long ago some of this stuff was,
Yeah.
and even though the 2000s are like we're like 20 years after the year 2000 right now.
I know.
And all this stuff that to us was just like yesterday. You know, PlayStation 2.
That's crazy.
I mean, PlayStation 2 was 1999, but that's still like, that was the machine everyone had in the 2000s. And oh my gosh, can you believe how old that stuff is?
I know.
And then what was it? The Man Show.
Oh, I remember that. But what was his name? Adam,
Adam Carolla or something?
Yeah, that's what it was.
But then Adam Carolla is all like, you know, he's like trying to clean up his image, and he doesn't want anyone to know about the Man Show anymore. And it's like, dude, back in the day, you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube.
Yep.
And then there was the Man Game for PlayStation.
Yep.
I want a copy of it because it's history.
Just to have it.
Just to have it. Well, it's like I've got the Dead or Alive volleyball ones. I never play them. They're horrible, stupid games. They're dumb. In fact, I wouldn't even consider them games. It's more like, I don't know. It's not softcore, but it's like they're trying to be.
Yeah.
For a while, we were one happy family. Then later, she died. And I had to raise the kids alone.
But yeah, but that game, the funny thing about it was the Man Game.
Yeah.
Man Game, Guy Game, I forget what it's called, but that thing, that basically, there was a whole controversy that they had to pull it off the shelves. Because it was, if the girls didn't answer the questions right, they had to show their set, right?
Yeah.
One of them was underage.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was the whole controversy.
That was the whole controversy, and I'm like, they're like, well, we just took people's words for it, and it's like,
I just leveled up.
Someone, you're on a beach doing the spring break thing. Of course, you're not going to say you're a minor. You want to get free drinks and stuff like that. But I also don't think they were fully honest with everyone that was in there, what they were doing with the footage. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's how they made the case.
Where the heck is this thing coming from? Oh,
it's flying above us.
You get a better angle here.
That's what he said.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, oh, so I got an email I got to return. So remember I told you about the uncle who died, movies, all that crap, right?
Yeah.
So I started using this application called CLZ, and yes, get CLZ. The only thing I don't like is when I first got it, it used to be you pay your $15 and you get it forever. Now they switched it because it's better for them financially, where it's you pay $15 to use it for a year, and you have to keep upping it up. But when I've got mine for games, it was $15 forever.
Oh, so that's why.
Yeah, I didn't like that choice, but I mean, they've got two aspects of it. One is they host your collection online so others can see, and the other aspect of it is that basically they'll scan everything, and so the scan is what the scan is all I wanted it for initially. I mean, I will take and I will back everything up myself. Dang it, come on, get him out there. There we go. And now I'm down. And my guy got me up. But yeah, so okay, so my story. The developer actually contacted me personally because You know how many movies I've scanned so far?
How many?
1,300. I want to get. I want to unload this guy's collection. He's dead. He's dead. You know, I don't care. But I've scanned. The dude had 1,300 movies. And from what I've been told, he got rid of movies. So the ones I have is what's left over. I'll get you up. There you go.
Thank you.
Get down, you stupid mutt. But yeah, so the developer the developer owner, whatever you want to call him, contacts me directly, and he's like, you've scanned a lot. We want your feedback on this application. And boy, have I got feedback. Dude, you asked the wrong person. No, I love the app personally, but the thing that they need to do is they need to figure out how to make it easier to use. Cause like, okay, when I'm scanning stuff, one of the problems I have is the newest item. Hey, I'm behind you and I'm down.
Where are you?
Right here. Oh, you're not Chicharron, you're the werewolf.
Yeah, I'm the werewolf guy.
Yeah. El Lobo and El Tocino.
Is this a turret?
These guys are all Mollywan. They are bombing us. Yep. There, turret's down. But yeah, so they asked my opinion. I got to return the email, but I'm like, you know, for me, one of the things they do is every time you scan something, it updates the list, which I expect, but it puts what you just scanned at the bottom of the list. If it put it at the top, you know, that would be better for me, because the top, then I could see what I'm doing, you know.
Oh, I just jumped into this fray.
These guys are all insulated against different elements and stuff.
I'm dying. You left me. Arm up.
I put my clone up there because I need to do some damage from behind enemy lines.
I'm dying again.
Okay. You need help or you good?
I'm good. Hold on. I just gotta kill this. Yep, I got a second, and I gotta kill that guy too. Who's shooting me?
There's a heavy.
I'm dead.
Ugh.
I was getting pegged from the back.
Mommy, what the heck? But yeah, I'm gonna tell them. I like their app. Like I said, I like that. I like that, man. And I'll tell people. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid by them or nothing. But I like the app enough to say, hey, I'd recommend it.
But that's good, yeah, because you get gift cards as well. You know what I mean?
No, I don't get gift cards from them. This is something else.
Oh, this is something else. Oh, okay.
No. That's the Bing thing. The Bing thing. You use Bing enough, and you get. Yeah. You know, like Chandler's voicemail.
One has the entire place fortified, but the only way to the vault is the elevator inside. So you're gonna have to send those puzzles packing.
Yeah, remember that episode, the first episode? He says, I got this guy who shoots for Playboy, and then another Italian guy who, as soon as I picked up and said Chandler Bing, he said, that's the shortest answering machine I ever heard.
That's funny. See, I watched Friends here and there, but not like that. I would catch it, and if it was on, it was on. If not, I didn't really watch it like religiously.
Well, and everyone in school watched Friends, and I just like, I didn't watch it when it was on, except for the one time they had Van Damme on, because I liked Van Damme when I was a kid. You know, now I look back and he's like Steven Seagal and all the others, just schlock movies, but back in the day, Van Damme wanted to be like Van Damme.
That's the guy.
He was.
I was just watching the movie The Quest. It was him and Roger Moore.
Well, the Quest was good. Van Damme, the thing about him is that he did a lot of just schlock crap movies.
Yep.
But I was watching a thing, was Electric Boogaloo, and it was about the two Jewish guys who, what they would do is they picked up Van Damme because, you know, he kicked over the guy's head, and he's like, "We can use you." And they did some of the schlock movies from Chuck Norris and stuff like that. Yep. And so, you know, these guys are just all over the place. You know, if they saw potential, they'd pick up contracts and they'd just use these people.
Yep, no matter what.
Yep. And Van Damme, he was hard to work with. Everyone who's interviewed, but that's another thing.
Yeah, he was like a diva.
Yeah, he was. Like, and then like Street Fighter. Remember Street Fighter?
Yeah. I was just watching that the other day with Raul Julia.
Oh man. Okay. Everyone was saying, and this is from all the different stuff that I've seen. They were saying Raul Julia was like one of the best people to work with. You know, he was so polite, on cue and everything. Yep. And Van Damme just sucked. Nobody liked working with Van Damme except Kylie Minogue. But then again, what they were doing ended a couple marriages.
Yeah. Wasn't Kylie Minogue, wasn't she like a singer as well?
Yeah, she was a pop star, an Australian pop star.
Yep.
Go ahead and put it in the statue's hands, like an offering.
Wants me to stick it in? Not into statues, bud.
Nice. Wonder where that other crystal is, though.
This is almost towards the end, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, and you know what's funny with all the games I've played over the years?
Yeah.
The same freaking strategies work with the AI.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I was playing Doom with my kid earlier, and her and I, like Doom, we're talking old school, 1994, 93, I forget when it came out, you know, but early 90s Doom.
Damn, that's an old dude.
The other crystal. Offer it to that statue.
I was playing it with my kid, and it's like, all right. So then, all you had to do back in the day is when an enemy's coming after you, circle around them.
Still not working. Right. You gotta
And what do you do in this game when an enemy's coming after you? Circle around them.
Around them.
Yeah. Same crap. Still works.
I feel like they could do so much with the AI now, but they just don't. And it's just like a repeated format.
Well, okay. You want to play a game that will totally mess with you when it comes to AI? You got to play Fear.
Just take that elevator
I never heard of that.
It was on PC back in the day, and it was a PC game. And despite the fact it was a PC game, I don't know if it ever hit an Xbox or anything. But the game had AI. Like, as soon as it saw that you went behind a box, if you used the same strategy twice, it would start to adapt.
So it would know to protect itself.
Yeah.
Oh, dang!
Oh, crap. Elevator's going up.
Almost forgot.
Oh, I'm stuck.
We made it on
I'm
the
dead.
elevator too. Right where you're standing.
I might as well, yep. I went to jump on the elevator and you went and I missed it.
Slow clap.
Oh
ketchup,
shit!
aren't ya?
I gotta go all the way
that's left
back.
on that planet is dust and demons. Trust me.
I'm
Hurry,
all the way
Vault Hunter.
outside.
The key's just up ahead.
Okay, well I just hit the checkpoint. That sucks that you're all the way outside, because...
Time. The destroyer's almost here, and when I consume it, I'm gonna be a god. I know you're listening,
I'm almost
Dad.
there.
Are you proud of your little girl?
I'll be shocked.
Irene?
I'm shocked that these guys didn't regenerate
You weren't
again.
gonna tell them, were you, Dad? Oops. Well, Vault Thief, guess who taught us everything we needed to know to take this galaxy apart piece by piece? Typhon de Leon, the first Vault Hunter. Oh, Dad, by the way, Troy's dead. Your friend there killed him, so have fun with that.
Vault Hunter.
Okay.
The Guardians know you're here.
Where's the
Bring 'em
elevator?
off.
Oh,
We'll talk after.
how do you send the elevator? Oh, you're the way up there already.
I'm up. I'm waiting for you at a machine. I'm kind of going through my loot a little bit,
Okay.
but
'Cause
you know.
I'm where the elevator was at.
Yeah, you got a moment. You got a moment, because the next thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go through the chamber. Got the Guardians, got all this crap. So you know.
I'm just opening up
Whatevs.
some chests right now.
Is that what I hope it is? That's a Vladoff. Oh, yeah. 17 rounds per second. Magazine size, 110.
Okay, I'm jumping on the elevator now.
Okay, and then... What? That's not... That's still not as good. Why? Oh, it's a freaking Atlas, that's why. Atlas sucks for most stuff except rocket launchers. That's a freaking shame. Where's that sniper? Krakatoa, different level. Easy choice. Yeah. I don't know if I'm actually gonna go through this game again. I mean, I've got the one more character that I can do. But apart from that one more character, it's like how much.
See, that's why I brought it up that one time. I'm like, what game are we thinking of? Maybe trying to get to play together. Like, which new game are we looking at? Because, like I said, when I first joined you guys, okay, we finished it together, and then you and I, that one day, we played that extra day. You finished it, and I helped you finish it at the end, but we only played like for like an hour. And now this will be like a third go around in a sense, and it's like cool, but now it's the same. Like there's nothing changes. You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
It is the same thing, and that's kind of the issue with playing through a game multiple times. But that's why, like, Shape-Shifting Detective is one I played on our stream once, and that, don't get me wrong, that's actually a pretty good game. But that game has multiple endings, and it starts with it's a mystery, murder mystery, and different characters can be it. And so it's not always going to be the same mystery every time.
Again, this guy just right by.
I love this weapon. This doesn't even have a wind-up. The downside. Oh! Yeah, baby! I got the double chain gun going here, man. There you go.
What did you kill? I saw something floating in the air.
Yeah, so that's the spirit thing. Every time one of those guys dies, he releases a spirit. Yep, and the spirit, when it gets released, it'll pop into another one of those guys and level them up. And if you're not careful, you'll end up with an epic one of those guys just because he keeps leveling up every time he gets a new spirit.
Drop that beam!
beats.
But no, there are people who do whole channels to Borderlands, and it's like they've uncovered every glitch, everything in the game, and you know, it's fun doing that, but I don't know. It's fun doing that, but I don't know that I could actually do that like as much as these people do.
That's a lot.
I'm also playing Deus Ex, by the way, again.
I heard that game is pretty good.
Oh, it's legit, man. It's legit.
Man, really, these spirits are flying all over the place.
Yes, you did just hear Mortal Kombat go off. That's my ringtone right now. That
Nice.
old. Well, and then the thing about that song is it's for a game that's like freaking, what was it? 1993. So we're talking 27 years old. We're talking 27 years old, and that song is still iconic even today.
Yeah, it is. People love that song.
Oh, we need to go that way.
Like Mortal Kombat, the first one, as cheesy and as bad as it was, it's a classic.
It is, but it's a crappy game.
Oh yeah.
It is absolutely a crappy game, and I admit it.
Hate those things. Me and Leda beat that vault monster together.
So I played Mortal Kombat. What was it? When I was doing my review channel,
Yeah.
I played Mortal Kombat, and I have the well, at the time I had the unpopular opinion. I said it's a history lesson because the game sucks if you look at how it plays compared to now.
Oh yeah, it's way different. Way different.
You're a vault hunter. You kill monsters.
But if you ever play Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 2 held up so well.
But at least he can't hurt people no more.
Mortal Kombat 2 is the one, in my opinion, that they basically they made it, and that one works.
But I couldn't find the words. How my kids ended up.
See, after the
that's
first
on
one,
me.
Yeah.
I might have doomed
I
the whole
stopped playing
universe,
them.
but I can't
What?
let that be how my
Yeah.
story ends.
I know they had what is it, like Mortal Kombat 10 or 11 or whatever that is now.
There's 11
I
now.
was so scared I'd
Yeah.
lose them too.
And number 8 was Mortal Kombat versus the Justice League.
But they kept staring up at that sky.
See, the one I
Those
heard
stars
the
they'd never
Injustice
reach.
games are pretty good.
Me,
I have them both. They're excellent. But now here's the thing, though, man. You gotta play modern Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
The modern Mortal Kombat games are actually good.
I'm even better now.
What am I working towards?
The key.
Killing enemy.
She watches over it.
Leveled up.
Not in her grave, Vault Hunter. The headstone. Gah! Guess I could have been clearer. I got it.
Yeah, how much more of this game is even left?
Not much.
Okay.
I mean, it's crap like this that actually makes this game longer. Because you have to deal with these scripted scenes where we gotta watch him, follow him, you
Yeah,
know.
it's not like the cutscene where you can skip it.
No, and that all started with, have you ever heard of Half-Life?
Yeah.
The rarest thing in the universe.
I was a little disappointed with that game
right in
because
our arms.
alright,
What?
so
Only way to keep
no,
them
no,
safe
check this
is to
out.
stay here
So
forever.
so when like
That didn't
it
work
was
out
like
so
from the
well.
makers of like
You might have
Resident
been a
Evil,
first-rate
right?
adventurer,
No.
third-rate plot.
Wait,
If you don't raise your kids
Half-Life.
right, what kind of hero
And
are you?
what I'm saying is this is like the way
Coach
Resident
said,
Evil
"It
plays.
ain't
Like
gonna be easy. We got
it
one
was,
shot.
I thought it was going to be
You
something
gotta fix
similar
this
to that
later."
because you play the character of the guy who was in that like incubation thing. You know, he wakes up, half the people are dead, or whatever the case it is, So I thought it was like something similar to like Resident Evil, except it was just more futuristic and all that. I bought that game, right? I remember playing it when it came out. Me and my cousin finished that game in less than 24 hours. Because it was a short game, but we played it straight out. And it was more like you made... Like, there wasn't really much fighting. It was more like you had to use your brain to figure out
Been avoiding this place a long time.
all the puzzles and things like that. Is that the game you're talking about?
We sort of already looted the place.
I
But
don't
got
know
something
if
for
you're
you.
thinking the same game.
Okay, go on.
Because the
Take
game
your
I'm
reward.
thinking of,
You
at the end, you fight the creature, and like, you had to use like the spaceship or the rocket launcher, whatever, and you had to get him behind the ship so when you turn on the thrust, it would burn him. Is that the game?
No.
Okay, which game is that? What I'm thinking of?
Give it a go, Vault
So
Hunter.
Half-Life starts
I've never
out
been
with
inside the machine, but I'm gonna guess we're gonna
you're
need
in
all
a,
the firepower we can get our hands on.
you're in a nuclear like underground lab,
And hey,
and the experiment
Yeah.
goes wrong.
Yes, that's the game. Yep.
And then as soon as it goes wrong, you like end up getting transported at one point to like an area where there's these guys with the zombies and crabs on their heads and stuff. And
And you have a little robot with you,
nope,
right?
no robot. No robot.
Okay. So what game am I thinking of?
I don't know.
It's gonna bug me now.
I don't know. I appeal to the audience. If there's anyone out there who knows, let us know.
I'm looking up Half-Life right now.
Half-Life
Yes.
Half-Life
Okay, but-
2, you had a 2-story tall robot.
No,
Named
no.
Dog.
See, Half-Life? I remember the guy on the front of it. Yeah, because it's like, you pick up a gun, it says pick up a gun. And it had creatures, but it wasn't like much, there wasn't much fighting. Am I correct in it?
You are non-stop.
There is fighting in it.
But it wasn't like a ton.
No?
Tell me how does it end?
Which one? Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, or one of the episodes?
First one. Because Half-Life, the first one, is the guy has like whitish hair or blackish hair with glasses, right?
Yeah, black hair with glasses, and he's wearing
Yes.
a radiation suit.
Yes.
And so, okay, let's just say it for everyone out there who's never played it. Spoiler alert, people. As if anyone hasn't played a game that's 22 years old. But at any rate, though, so the spoiler alert, Half-Life is the one that ends with Gordon Freeman ending up being he ends up talking to the G-Man, and the G-Man basically puts him in a cryo sleep, like you were saying.
Yes. A
But-
cryo sleeper chamber, yep.
But Half-Life 2 starts out with him ending up in a city, and that city is overrun by the Combines, what they're called. They're basically like overlords.
Yeah, see, like, I only played the first one. And, like, the only thing I remember, like I said, and I'm thinking it's that game is, he wakes up in the cryo chamber. He wakes up, you know, he gets his clothes, or whatever the hell it is.
The machine has already worked once before,
And-
stealing the destroyer away inside
Like-
Pandora millennia ago.
Like, I don't remember there being much fighting. It was more like figuring stuff out.
Then again, what is a god but the most powerful being in the universe? Either this works, or we are all obliterated. You should go down there, Tanis. I don't know who else could get this thing working.
Yeah.
Really? And work side by side with Typhon de Leon? If I must
Just the way you're
hear
describing it, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time
then
saying for sure that you're
totally
thinking of the
not
same
snoop
game.
around your lab for a
Because I
radiation sample while
remember
you're gone.
playing the game Half-Life.
Get geared up, Vault Hunter. Then meet
And I
Typhon at the
remember there
machine.
was a part where, like you said, yep, there was a creature. And I think, like, of the first one is, like, the way you killed it was you had to get onto, like, this, like, little rocket ship or whatever. And in order to kill him at the end, is you had to wait until he got behind the thruster, and then you jumped in and you hit the thruster, and that's how you burned the creature to kill it.
Maybe that is.
That's because I remember doing that, because the reason why is like, I thought this is when the first Resident Evil game came out. It had like similar graphics, And I remember there was a scene like in the trailer of it when they were promoting the game of you killed a zombie. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Hey,
And
you
there
ready to
really
return
was-
to Desolation's Edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? And I'm like, okay, but it was nothing like Resident Evil. And
No,
more
it
like-
was nothing like that.
Yeah, and it was more like figuring stuff out. Like he had to go into this lab, he had to figure out stuff on the computer and things like that. And I remember, like you said, those crab-like things, like they had like weird heads and all that, because it was like a mutation of an experiment that happened. And it was like, you know, when he first wakes up, like one of the cryo chambers is busted open through the glass, and there was like blood. That's what I remember. And then like he had to figure
Are
out.
you sure that's not Dead Space you're describing?
No, I never played Dead Space. Never played Dead Space. But because the only reason why I remember is because my cousin and I, it was crazy. We bought it the day before New Year's Eve, and we finished it. We played it. We bought it. We played it the whole night into New Year's Eve morning until like 4 or 5 in the morning. We slept for a couple hours and then got ready for the day for New Year's at his place. But that's all I remember. And I remember, like, we thought it was going to be like a long running game, and it wasn't. Like, the gameplay was maybe 8 hours, if that. If that, it was like it was short. But I clearly remember that at the end of the game, in order to kill the main creature,
I transported us to the wrong spot.
oh, that's good.
Just do the teleport and teleport to the other desolation, not the drop pod. That should get you in.
Hold on. I got these things coming at me. Okay, how do I teleport?
Time to see what this machine can do.
Do the
Go
travel,
ahead, put in the
Yeah.
last vault key.
And go where?
and then go to not the drop pad, but the other one in
Well,
Desolation's
let's
Edge.
get to it. We got a
Oh.
universe to save.
Ah, I see. Now those connections between the vaults make sense. The vaults on Promethea and Eden 6 must be
You
the
took us to
power
the drop
sources for this
pad?
machine. Intriguing.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to go to the drop pad. That was me being
Okay.
foolish.
Where
That's
did you
okay.
go? Did you-
Understatement, don't you think?
Even if you don't get it, we're gonna travel.
And you know who
Okay.
you are. That's a
I
rare
mean,
thing in this universe.
We're at Pyre. Was it Pyre of Stars?
Yeah. Why did I bring up Half-Life?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, because the unscripted thing. So Half-Life was one of the first games to do that. Where, like, every time you meet someone, they'll start talking to you, and you could still be dicking around, doing whatever you
Mhm.
want, you know, rummaging through their stuff, hitting crap with crowbars. It was one of the first games to do that, and so,
The dream comes
Yeah,
true.
the crow. I remember that was like the main
Focus.
weapon was the
first
crowbar.
step is
oh
to
yeah,
locate the
I
machine's
called it the
control
crowbar of
panel.
justice. No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
'cause
This place could use some furniture. A nice divan.
I remember the crowbar because, like I said, there was only one scene where he picked up a gun,
Oh, I guess you do
shot
need
it
a
to kill a
planetary machine
zombie,
to seal off an entire planet.
and then that was it.
But yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game back in the day. Got a PlayStation 2 cut. The PlayStation 2 cut, the load times on the PlayStation 2 absolutely blew. Even my old
it took
computer
forever.
played it a lot better.
Fascinating. Perhaps Sirens had some hand in constructing this machine.
You know what?
You know what game I loved? It was an RPG game. It was called, I think it was for the original PlayStation. It was called
Only I
Wild
had a
Arms.
decade to study
Oh man, yeah.
I love that game.
It was like a space western, right?
Yes, and it was like a rip-off version, but it was actually pretty good of like what Final Fantasy like it was like Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy, but then it was like the modern version of Final Fantasy before FF became what it was. But it was because even one of the characters' name was Sid. But yeah, it was Wild Arms. I love that game.
Then the machine will draw power from the vaults on those planets, closing Pandora. To the other side
Yeah,
of the
but the thing is that
This way. Next up,
it wasn't
Promethea.
a Final Fantasy game, and Final Fantasy hasn't been Final Fantasy. This last
For a
one,
long
Final
time.
Fantasy 15, I
Yeah.
keep hearing people say, "Oh, it sucks."
But stay sharp.
Really?
I know the Iridians. There's sure to be some Guardians around.
I haven't played Final Fantasy 15 yet, even though I own it. But I have nothing against the Final Fantasy series. I have nothing against it, okay? I grew up on it. I have absolutely nothing against it, but Final Fantasy series basically, in my opinion, has gone downhill.
It's not the same anymore.
No, it's not. The last good Final Fantasy that I enjoyed, that I personally played, was 10, and I do I have all three? Because Final Fantasy 13 got 3 different games in it, and I have at least 2 of them. And it's 3. It's Lightning Returns, and it's one other one. I can't remember the last one.
Because I remember when Final Fantasy X came out,
The Promethea Vault has
it was
been
all pumped up,
activated.
hype, and all that. And I was like, yeah. Because I think, what was the best one? I think it was like Final Fantasy 8 or 9 was the best one.
Everyone
I
keeps
think-
saying 7.
7, that's the one. 7. I can't remember. But I remember when 10 came out, I was like, alright, I'm going to get back into Final Fantasy. I love RPG games and all that. And it was like the new style of RPG, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, it was totally different. Like, it took me a while to even get used to, and it wasn't the same to me.
Well, Final Fantasy 7. See, I grew up with the old school Final Fantasy, where it was like you had to read everything. Nothing was voiced. There were no cutscenes. There was none of that crap. And people used to say, "Oh no, Final Fantasy 7 is such a great marvel." And I'm just kind of like, I looked past all the stuff because I had a Sega CD. So if you threw a full motion video in front of me, I wouldn't care. I've seen them. I've seen people use videos in the middle of games. I've seen people not use them. I don't care. So I was just kind of like, I played Final Fantasy 7, and I'm like, man, the story in this sucks.
Really?
Yep. I'm like, the story in this sucks. And everyone on the internet, I was told in one of the message boards that I need to be careful about my opinion because I didn't like it, and everyone else is like, this is just the best thing ever.
Because I remember the Final Fantasy I played, it was like the turn-based style. Like, your guy, like one guy went on your team, you had like 3 people. You had like the guy, the girl, and the wizard. And like, pretty much out of all that, it was like, okay, like one guy would go, the other person would go, and then whoever you're fighting would go, and that's how it went, right? So pretty much, when it came to that, like, I was like, okay, cool, and I was like, great. And then when I played 10, it was not even like that.
Well, 10 was still turn-based, but it had the whole thing where you could swap characters in at any time.
Yeah.
And I did like 10. I actually own 4 copies of 10. I have 4 copies of it because I've got the HD collection from when they redid it, and I've got it on Vita, I've got it on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. And then I have the original PlayStation 2 version of 10.
Okay.
So I did like 10. Then 10-2, you only play as the 3 girls, and they change outfits, and that's how they get different powers. And even when I first wrote, because I used to write back in the day for a website, and it wasn't my own, it was someone else's. So I was doing it professionally for a little bit. And the funny thing is that the guy I wrote for, he approved my review, and I said it was just like Charlie's Angels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said it's what happens when Final Fantasy meets Charlie's Angels.
That's hilarious.
Because it's the 3 chicks, and they're all like girl power and everything, and I'm just kind of like, man,
What the hell was that?
I'm not gonna say that I didn't enjoy playing 10-2, but I will say that it so reminded me of Charlie's Angels. I wouldn't put it up there as one of the better ones.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Like, I bought it, I played it for like 2 or 3 months, and I just couldn't get into it.
10 or 10-2?
10.
Reveal the steps. Guess it means use that switch.
Do you
Go ahead,
remember
reveal the steps.
Do you remember the magazine? They might still have
Oh,
it.
you're not gonna go hit the button?
Oh. Where the hell am I?
All right, I'll hit the button.
Go ahead.
I was hoping to trick you again, because last time I did that, I was able to get a free ride up.
And I missed it again. God dang it.
Whoa, quite a schlep. Guess the Meridians didn't mind a little
How
exercise,
did you get...
huh?
I'm down
Good
here.
thing I got the whip.
Do you remember
See
the
ya,
magazine Nintendo
This way.
Power?
Come on.
Oh my gosh, those go for so much money now. Like, people are collecting them.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to get it all the time.
And
I joined the club when it first came out.
same here. And like, so Mom and Poppy got that for me, and I had every last one of them up until like 96 or so. And at that point, I didn't even have a Nintendo. So
Really?
yeah, and then they got rid of them. They gave them to like the Children's Hospital or something like that. You know, for kids to read. And I'm like, you know, I thought, yeah, that's a good thing to do. You know, yeah, it's a good thing to do, but dude, wow, I went down and my clone killed someone and got me up.
Nice. Oh.
And
I
so
thought the guy
yeah,
was
so
following was a midget.
with the Children's Hospital and everything, it was like, you know, it was good for them kids, but if I would have kept those, like I wanted to keep my Sega and was it my Nintendo and other stuff.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff I had when I was a kid is worth money now. But I have some concerns right now with how the economy's doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think like with this whole, you know, lock at home thing and everything, I think they're trying to push people towards digital stuff.
Yeah. Like, I love, you don't need my physical media. I don't see physical media lasting long now because of this.
I want physical media to last a long time, because physical media is the only way you own it.
Yep, truly own it.
And people don't realize that. And I know I am beating the gong on this one, and I will not give up. But you never own it if it's digital. And I worked for a company that was all into doing digital stuff, and that's why I first learned that you don't own it. It's software as a service.
See, like for example, like Disney. I got Disney Plus. Now, granted, I have certain movies on Disney. That being said, you know, on Blu-ray. But like, say for example, they're like, "Oh, why buy all the Disney movies now? Because you got Disney Plus." I'm like, it's because, say, times like this, say financially, people can't afford it. Now, all those Disney movies are gone. Now you don't have anything.
Should it comfort me?
You know, where if you buy it physically, on Blu-ray or whatever, yeah, okay, I lose Disney Plus, but at least I still have some of these movies.
For me, at least.
But then I'll give you another thing too. So I do collect comic books a little bit. And I have comic books that they've changed.
Like, what do you mean?
They changed them. So like I've gotten notifications because they did a thing where if you get Marvel comic books, they will give you the digital and the physical copy.
Okay.
And so I had a few of them where all of a sudden I start getting these notices telling me, "Hey, this one's been updated. This one's been updated." And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Like updated, like they changed the story?
Like
or?
they changed stuff in the panels.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and to me, that's history. You don't do that crap.
No, you don't.
So now, here's one for you. So you know Colossus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From X-Men, yep.
From X-Men, yep.
Should I hit this button here?
Yeah, do it. So there's a thing where some guy had an agenda, and he puts Kitty Pryde is sitting in front of a jewelry store,
Okay.
and she covers up part of the word, and so all you can see is Jew, labeling her as a Jew.
Yeah.
And then they had a thing with Colossus where his shirt had a reference to a verse in the Quran that says that you were to kill all the Jews. And when people found out about this, Disney had to retract the comic, and they had to edit it, so you can't get that original version.
That version is probably worth, a crap ton right now.
And that's why I like the physical. I don't care about the politics behind it. Well, like Michael Vick, he was on Madden, and there was a copy of Madden that had his picture on it. The year he got in the dogfighting issues.
Yep. You get
And then
that's worth more
and then they
money
took
now.
him off. And it's like, come on. That's history. The Man Show? Yeah, it's technically pedophilia, but it's technically pedophilia, but at the same point in time, I'm not sure that I can't honestly say that I think you should destroy all the copies because it's a history thing. You learn lessons from this crap. Every time you destroy history, people forget.
Yep, it's like it never happened because it gets so outdated that people forget what happened because everything gets now, like you said, updated, or so they think of that version of it when it's not even,
Well, it's like Disney won't even let you watch Song of the South now.
No.
You know?
The racist slurs and all that, or the tone.
Well, everyone knows Zippity Doo-Dah, but people don't know Uncle Remus. Uncle Remus, he's gonna tell you a story, children.
Yep.
And I remember watching it. See, I remember seeing it back in the day, but you can't catch it anymore because Disney doesn't want you to know about it, that it exists. And that's the big issue. And I even like old Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff. The old ones have been called racist as hell because he's doing blackface, he's doing all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
And I'm just like, that happened.
Yeah,
That happened. It's not something people like to think about today, but it happened, and you can't erase history.
Cannot erase that.
No. But I'm sort of waiting for Morgan Freeman's take to come. No. Okay, so Morgan Freeman said at one point, there was an interview. He was saying, about racism and stuff. He says, "Stop talking about it." It's like, what? Stop making such a big deal about people's differences.
Yep.
And it's like, dude had a point.
Yeah, because the more you talk about it, it's you know what I mean? It's getting brought up.
Well, and you know what? I grew up in a neighborhood where I was the only Latino.
Yep. Same here.
Yep.
I went to public school and I was the only minority. I mean, Catholic Street. I went to Catholic. I was the only Latin kid. Everybody was Italian.
You mean to say you were the only Puerto Rican, right? There weren't a bunch of Mexicans in your Catholic school?
No, I was the only Latin kid in the whole school.
No, but yeah, but... Oh, that's you, man. I started drilling you.
I know, I've done the same thing. I keep on shooting the little guy thinking he's a midget.
But no, I grew up as the only minority. I've been Mexican, I've been Cuban, I've been everything but Puerto Rican. And what was it? I've even been accused of dating my ex just to get my green card.
That's
And it's like you don't freaking know Puerto Ricans are like considered U.S. citizens. Let me get this guy here.
Got him?
Thank you. Got him. Oh, and I got a gold. I got 2 gold out of it.
Nice.
He just ding, double gold, baby. This thing's a freaking daisy cutter, man.
I keep on wanting to shoot that other guy.
I'm down, but I got my drone out, so it's gonna get me up.
Are they still down there?
Yeah, there's a couple more. Leon's getting there. There's one. Oh, I'm down.
I got you. Come back to me. Right here, stay right there.
Well,
Good? Okay.
I knew I could get it up because I saw the long shot.
Who's hitting me?
Tink.
Yep. He's dead now. Oh, look at all those yellow.
Yellow or gold?
Gold. Why did I say yellow?
I don't know. Because you like your mellow yellow?
Yeah, that's good. I actually drink it a cold red.
That's Mountain Dew, man.
Yep.
Nah, what you need is a good jolt.
Oh my god, remember that?
Oh yeah. I had one jolt in my life, and I remember thinking to myself, I feel like my heart is being squeezed as I'm drinking this thing.
Pretty much.
The amount of freaking caffeine in that. Ding! Level up. I think that's it.
That spirit is bouncing around all over the place. Got it.
Yep. I have 3 more points until I can get what I want. I'm gonna up my fire rate.
Reveal yours. Spotted a chest.
Crap. It's crap. Alright. Nothing. Okay. Oh, no, the chest is over here, man. Where is it? Right there.
Oi!
Oh.
I want to see what's in there.
Anything for you?
No. Yeah, actually, I'll take one. I'll take them both.
Take them both. It's all yours, man. No, but in the movie collection,
Yeah.
they live.
That's a fantastic movie. I got that on Blu-ray with Roddy Piper.
Yeah, man.
Love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
John Carpenter. That's a good one.
Dude, John Carpenter was the man.
Yeah, he's done a ton of movies. Like people forget, like the other day, like the movie Christine is based on a Stephen King book. So I always thought, Stephen King, Stephen King just, you know who directed that movie? John Carpenter. Never knew that. So the other day, I'm like, what?
Well, and that's the thing. John Carpenter has a lot of great movies.
Yeah.
And I mean, The Thing is my personal favorite of John Carpenter's movies.
Yep, I got that too.
I've got all three of them.
So you have the which
The
three?
1957, the 1982, and the 2011.
Yep, and I like the 2011 one because people thought it was like a remake. It's not. It's like a prequel of The Thing because at the end, if you remember the end and how the thing with Kurt Russell is, the end of the 2011, it's kind of a remake but also a prequel.
Hey, you gonna get the chest?
Oh dang, what the heck is it?
Why do you think I keep pinging it, man?
Oh, like.
No, I'm doing this for my health,
Oh my god. No, but like the prequel one, I like because how it ends with the dog. And that's the same dog that they find, like Kurt Russell's crew finds in the 1982 version of it. But no, I need to get the original one. I don't have that. I got the first, the other two.
Yeah, and like I said, I have the 1957, thing. It's called The Thing from Outer Space.
Space, yep.
Yep.
And the thing on the cover, if I'm correct, is like it's a green-looking guy.
Yes, it is. And I want to watch that just because. And I'm kind of glad my wife doesn't watch these streams because I'm going to tell you, first thing I did is I did the whole thing where with Voodoo, with the Voodoo service, if you scan the barcodes on the movies, you can actually have it upload to the cloud for like $2 each.
How do you think I got like 1,700 movies, bro, on Voodoo?
Yeah. But I did that, and that's like, man, I've only got like 200 movies on Voodoo.
Right now I got over 1,000 movies on Voodoo.
Yeah.
I got 1,000, like 1,069 or something like that, or 96.
No, I know, because Jay and I were going through yours, and it was easier to search through the movie. It was easier for us to type in a movie than it was to look through everything you have.
Yeah, because it's a ton. It's funny because
No. A ton is when you've got like 500 movies. What you have is properly referred to as a shit ton.
Pandora is still opening.
It's funny because but if you scan the DVD, it comes as standard for $2, high def for $5. But if you scan the Blu-ray,
it's $2 for the high def.
High def, yep.
And that's why I want to find my I took a lot of my DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, and I put them in a sleeve.
Yep, that's what I do.
But I still have all the packaging, just not the case. You know what I mean? So I've got the inserts and the manuals and everything.
But you don't have the case itself.
But not the case.
So I have everything. Yep.
So what I have to do is I have to find where in my garage I have the one for Street Fighter, because I want to get that Street Fighter one.
When Troy and I were kids, we'd stare up at the night sky and dream of becoming stars. Brightest in the galaxy, Troy always said.
Oh dang, you're down there. Okay, I'm like.
Yeah. No, I went back because I went back because I wanted to release my refill my ammo rather.
They seem so small now, Hercules. Not befitting a god. Now I'm gonna devour every last star in the universe, one by one.
But yeah, so if I can, when I finish cleaning out my garage, if I can ever find the Street Fighter one, I am so going to scan that sucker. because that Street Fighter, man, I love that Street Fighter with Van Damme. It's just Street Fighter with Van Damme is one of those. Where's that super tank?
I got him. Shooting from down here. And I got him.
That Street Fighter with Van Damme is one of those movies that's so bad it's good.
Yep.
Oh, dude just smashed my my clone. Oh, and I'm down.
Where are you? I'm coming to you. They got it? They got you?
I've got a couple tinks on me. Tinks
I
are...
got you.
I'm up. I am almost out of ammo for this gun. I actually have to switch guns now.
Oh, wow. Got some uranium?
No, radium. Got my shotgun. My Molly 1 shotgun. Really? You're gonna start pulling shields on me, bud? Melt your shield.
He was fighting the one guy, and he was just running right into me.
The fire rate on my stuff is like pretty good here.
Where did he go? Where is he? Over.
He's on top of the thing up there.
He's dead right here.
Oh, that was nice. He took me down, and I got up because my last hit was killing him.
Nice.
Love it when that crap happens.
They're shooting it over there.
Whoa! Somebody threw a grenade at my...
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, so this is the end now. We gotta go fight Tyreen. Then I'm done.
He's here.
So this is it. This is... So this is my third character beating the game. This is my probably 8th time seeing the end.
This will be my third time. Again.
Oh, this for me?
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that whole cutscene. Now they're gonna tell us, oh, you gotta go and you gotta, you know, and she's gonna whatever and...
Tyreen reaches the destroyer. That'll be the least of our problems. We have to stop her. Typhon bought us our lives, but we're running out of last chances.
Lilith, I may have a shortcut to where Tyreen went. This machine works across interstellar distances. Yes, I can use the connection to Pandora to form a portal. Killer, we'd be dead 1,000 times over if it wasn't for you. I've been telling myself I still belong in the front lines. A leader needs to know when to stand aside and let a soldier do their job.
See, like right now, I'm trying to upgrade my, like not all DVDs were put out on Blu-ray. So I'm trying to upgrade most of my DVDs. Like I only have, like there's some movies that are on DVDs that were never put on Blu-ray. Like say for example, awesome movie. It's called The Ghost in the Darkness.
Oh hell yeah!
That one is on DVD, never been put on Blu-ray. I'm waiting for them to do that, and Paramount has now doing like a special classic, like it's called Paramount Classics. They're bringing out titles that have never been on Blu-ray, like The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. They're gonna be bringing that on Blu-ray for the first time ever. So they're bringing like titles. I got it on DVD, so I'm going to upgrade it. But there's certain DVDs that I've never been put out on Blu-ray, and there's certain DVDs that I have that like the movie Euro Trip.
Hmm.
I'm trying to get that on Blu-ray. Like I could find that anywhere. Like Best Buy sells it for like
See, you
$10.
mentioned Ghost in the Darkness there.
Yep,
That's in my top 3. That's number 2.
that's a great movie. I love that movie.
And it's a true story. And I've researched the hell out of everything that I could find on that. I even went back to what was the movie called? Man-Eaters or something? It was like an old 1930s movie. And it was about the same lions. And I'm like, man. And when I get the money, one of the things I want to do before I die is go see them at the Chicago Field Museum if they're still there.
That's a good one. The Ghost in the Darkness.
Now, I don't show this merch to just everybody.
Oh yeah, wait. What's that shotgun I picked up? What is that? Oh, it's a tidal wave. Tidal waves suck. Turbo 10 gallon? What the heck is a turbo 10 gallon?
That's funny. Like remember we were talking about the Quest earlier?
Yeah.
I just got that on Blu-ray. Like I had it on DVD, but I upgraded to Blu-ray like about a month ago.
Hmm?
Yeah, so like I think I have like about 50 movies. Like I got 50 movies that I know that I can get available on Blu-ray. Like okay, speaking of Van Damme, remember the movie Time Cop?
Yeah.
Right? I ordered that through the UK, Amazon UK to get it. So it came from like the UK, and it's region free. So it plays on all region like Blu-ray. So it's region free. So it plays on the Blu-rays here. I had to go through UK to get it.
Yeah, but it's
So
PAL though, right?
I'm not sure. I think it is. I think. But
Yeah.
that's the only way I can get it on Blu-ray. You know, like
Oh,
like there's a-
Blu-ray. Never mind.
Yeah, on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So like for example, like there's a movie with Harrison Ford. It's called Presumed Innocent. Fantastic movie.
Yup.
Late 80s, I think, movie. They sell that on Blu-ray, but only it's a combination. It's Blu-ray. They sell Blu-ray, but it's that movie and the movie Frantic. So I ended up buying that Blu-ray just for Presumed Innocence, so I can replace that. So there's like certain movies like that I got, you know, that don't come in they're on Blu-ray. They don't come individually, but they come later. So I just bought that version just to have replace Presumed Innocence. But like 13 Ghosts just got announced that it's coming out on Blu-ray through Screen Factory. So I'm gonna pre-order that. So there's like quite a few movies. That's why like when you told me about all those movies, I'm like, are any of them on Blu-ray?
Couple of them, but that's it.
Do you know which ones like
I don't know
probably have to
offhand.
you would have to make a list, yeah. Because like I am looking for a couple, and like I said, that's what I was asking you. Because I'd be like, I'll pay you, you know,
Don't expect
whatever you
mercy,
want, you know, for
superfan.
certain ones
I'm
and all
not
that.
that
If
kinda
those are the ones
god.
I'm upgrading. Oh man, this is
This is
gonna
it,
be
killer.
fun.
Show her the gods can bleed.
Where the hell are you? I just.
I'm in.
Did you run down like this?
Yeah.
Where the hell are you?
I'm fighting her right now.
I know, but
Looks like a body.
okay.
Oh! You son of a! I got slapped off of the thing.
Okay. Damn, you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, there's the things.
Okay, now I had to catch up.
This
Oh
is
my
it,
god.
killer. Show her the gods can bleed.
I'm dying already. Jesus. I jumped down and I got smoked.
I'm gonna burn. Alive? I'm gonna burn. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm gonna burn through ammo too much if I keep using that action rifle. And I'm down.
How did I get hit falling down? Are you up?
I'm up, yeah.
How am I dying right away? This is the problem. Oh, I got second wind.
Here it comes. Got to do the whole climbing her. Crap. Dude. Ah, shoot. I don't know what it is, but I'm having issues getting up on top of her right now.
That did not sound good. It's alright.
There, that's your opening. Give her hell.
I know it sounds bad, but you know, it is what it is. Of course, you know what her issue is, right?
What?
She says it earlier in the game. She can never get satisfied because she always leeches the person before they satisfy her.
How do I? Of course, it's like she drops that purple thing for that laser, so I go in between the gaps. For some reason, somehow I get hit.
I jump. I'm always jumping.
Ring. Nice. Come on, where's those? I need a flying bird here. I'm just getting smoked. I'm dead. She was relentless on me.
Well, and I am severely underprepared for this.
How bad?
Like, Hyperion just sent me something. Atlas is the only company that hasn't sent me anything.
Every time I jump down, she's throwing that purple shade. It's ridiculous.
Okay, she's gonna take a knee.
Let me see if I can survive it.
Yep. Dang it. Yes, give her hell. Thank you. Not really.
Dead.
I am still alive.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I should be right
I am
there.
down.
I'm coming right in. Are you still alive?
Trying to get up. I'm up.
That's your target.
Okay, good.
Okay, she's down. I'm trying to run my butt over there so I can climb her. Poke her in the eye. What the hell? Gotta climb her, poke her in the eye, and then get her as she hangs out.
I like how it says I'm shooting and it says immune,
That's your
which I don't
opening.
get.
Give her hell.
Oh yeah.
I got some good critical hits on him.
Get him.
Yeah, run.
I'm right behind you, so.
No!
You got hit?
I did. I'm alive, but I got hit.
Pop it off.
Oh, gotta do this now.
Come on.
You can climb her back.
Yes, can climb her back. This is not.
She's gonna die right here.
There. That's your opening. Give her hell.
She's still not there. We go.
There we go.
I just leveled up.
I didn't, but and you know, it's the first time you beat the game, it's special. Every time after that, it's like
all right.
whatever.
You did it, killer.
Jump to.
She's gone. Well, would you look at that?
Loot the vault.
Go on. Vault's all yours.
Are you picking stuff up?
Of course I am. Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. Ammo's full.
See now, remember the GameCube?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear of a game called Phantasy Star Online?
No. I never had the GameCube. I know of it, but I never had it. The only
Did you-
systems I had were like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and then all the PlayStations.
Hey, you ready to go in the vault or no?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I've had everything of the major ones, except for I have not yet had a Switch, a Wii U, or a Xbox One.
I have an Xbox One.
Yeah, we need to stop talking now.
Why?
No,
Okay. So, do you know how I ended up with the Xbox One? So
How?
basically, I wanted to get the PS4, and this is when everybody was buying the PS4. Excuse me, like you couldn't find it anywhere, but nobody was buying the Xbox One. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a big return on my taxes at that time. I was like, you know what? I'll get an Xbox One because my friend was like, you gotta get it, you gotta get it, you gotta get it. Okay, all right. So I got an Xbox One.
Got those?
Yep,
You see that there?
I'm actually gonna grab that one. Right? So I ended up getting an Xbox One. Okay. Then like 2 weeks later is when I picked the PS4. So within 3 weeks, I got the Xbox One, the PS4. But the thing about it was, the reason why I got the Xbox One was, I couldn't find the PS4 anywhere, and I just ended up buying it because there were certain games I wanted to play that were not on the PS. You know what I mean?
Like Killer Instinct?
Yep. Games like that, you know, Dead Rising, and all that. Like some of them were like just exclusively for Xbox, or you know, some were exclusively like Uncharted is exclusively for, you know, PlayStation, you know, things like that. So
For now,
yeah,
yeah, Sony's talking about like God of War, the last one.
yeah,
They're talking about making that for PC.
really, I think they are gonna do it.
Yeah. Which, you know, if I was Sony, I would take some of those games and I would release them for PlayStation, I mean for PC, and hell, I mean, you could redo your remakes and stuff like that.
Well, she died and turned to ash.
Yeah.
But you could take and you could make some of your back catalog and Windows stuff.
Feels good,
Like there's this game called Sudeki. I don't expect you to know what it is,
Okay.
but it was for the original Xbox and it was an RPG.
Okay.
And like I want to say 2015 or something, they released it on PC. No,
Hey, your favorite song.
hell no.
It's your favorite song.
I hate that song with a passion.
Let us investigate.
I will listen to the Friday song by Rebecca Black before I listen to that one. Okay, you ready to move?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. It says you're in the menu.
Oh, there we go. I'm good. Yeah, like, see, this is the third time I finished this game.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, cool. That's why, like, that one time when like I said, when I brought that subject up, was like, what game out there could we play that's, you know, new and different? Because, like, I see what you're saying too, is like, especially for you, you know this game like the back of your hand now. You know, and it's like, okay, there's only so much now you can do.
Please bring me the vault key you retrieved
Well,
from Irene.
it's more than that though. It's more than that because, you know, I can keep playing the game. I took an RPG. Okay, this is how I game. There's an RPG called Panzer Dragoon Saga. Look it up. But I'm not going to go into details right now on it. And I kid you not, I beat that game beginning to end 10 times. I got it down to a system so that I could beat it in less than 10 hours. And it's an RPG that actually it was a little over 10 hours. Let me be specific, because somebody out there is going to be like, oh, you never could beat that game in 10 hours. It's too long and cutscenes and stuff like that. No, okay, so it was about 10 hours I beat the game. But still, you know, the first time I played through it, it took me about 40 hours. And I got it down to roughly 10. And I knew where to go. I knew where to get everything. And so for me, it was just, I could play it. And I still enjoyed the game each and every time I played it.
Yeah, I get that.
Lilith had her own secrets.
I can play games and I can enjoy them. You know, the thing for me though is I get game fatigue after a while. So with this, now that I've got this guy at end game,
Yeah.
I'll probably be online periodically doing stuff just to level this guy to the max. And that's going to be it. I'll just level this guy to the max, and then I've got one more character to beat the game as, and that's the Beastmaster. Once I do that,
Yeah. That
I'm
was
done.
the first guy I ever seen you with.
It is an advanced guardian mind core. I've created
it was, but then I started playing as the chick, the siren,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is, but every single siren that they've done has been fun for me. I enjoy the sirens, even though this one originally turned me off because I found out she's a brawler.
Don't be too concerned.
But I still had fun with her, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Leaks should either resolve themselves, or we will all be obliterated before we can feel too much pain.
I'm gonna put it.
Sounds fun, doesn't
I don't know.
it?
Are we
I call
done?
it
We done for the night?
mode.
Yeah, I'm
I've
done.
integrated it into
All
our
right.
onboard fast
To
travel
those still
map, so
watching,
you can
thanks for
use it
watching
whenever you
Super
feel like
Latino
all
Bros.
Enjoy.
And we'll catch you next time.
Attention.
Hasta
No
luego.
doubt. No doubt.